when last we left our intrepid adventurers, let's see. Finley had confronted his father. Sage had uncovered a conspiracy. Al had wandered away. Benny had gone to ensure that he was not being duped, if memory serves. Which, honestly, that's fair.
How would he know?
I know. Benny doesn't think he's being duped. Who's to say? Who's to say? And that's let's see. Brad had contacted the insurance company, who were very concerned and confused. And I think that's it. As far as major events. So are y'all all back at Finley's place?
We were at Finley's because I think the last thing we did was Sage brought the video over. Very sleep deprived Sage.
Yeah, you showed us the video, and then you also, that's when we're like asking Brad of any other super you could potentially get into contact with and potentially go out and see and like try to talk to them in person.
Oh yes, if anyone has aspirations, give them to me.
Oh,
Someone just sent me theirs, which reminded me that aspirations are a thing.
Oh, we stick at some point, or I guess I can't remember if I told you or not that I did make a payment towards that loan, which is always an aspiration for me.
Okay.
I'm saying that for next time.
Okay.
You pay off your student loans as an aspiration.
They're not student loans. Sage didn't go to college.
I mean, but that would track with the, dystopian future.
Yeah, that would. These are family debts, which also tracks.
With dystopian future.
More like a dystopian present.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Aspiration set.
I don't know what that means.
An aspiration is a short-term goal that gets you a beat if you succeed at it. It could be an aspiration of, like, get down Finley's pants. It could be an aspiration of...
Why was that your first example?
Because someone unnamed
not get up Finley's pants
may have had that as an aspiration at least once in the last few games.
Jesus Christ.
People aspire to your pants, Finley.
And I'll get there, too.
Swiggity, swoogity, I'm coming for that booty.
Oh, God.
Truly, we are, like, mature and responsible adults. We are not.
I'm about to say, what?
Yeah. We are definitely not. So let's see what everyone's aspirations. Fantastic.
I'm sitting some right now as well.
Sure.
Oh God.
That is the best aspiration I've just read. Okay. All right. There we go. Those are all good aspirations.
Do you feel inspired?
Do you like my aspiration, Dungeon Daddy?
Oh my God.
Please never call me that again.
Not Dungeon Daddy.
I don't need a complex. I already have enough.
Yes, Poppy.
This is gonna get weird.
Since you are from the south, how about Pappy?
What is the armor rating for studded leather?
It depends on this. Hold on. So in 3.5, it's a +3 and a maximum 2 dex bonus with a negative 15%.
Okay, how
stealth check.
about just the chaps?
Just the chaps. You only get a +1 to AC, but no dex penalty, and you get a +2 to intimidation rolls.
Nice.
And there is an entire book for D&D sex. And yes, I own a copy.
Yes, there now.
Wait, is it the same one that I own? It's called Orc Fuck.
It is not called Orc Fuck. It is. I would have to turn around and look it up. I'm not going to do
It's
that.
not fatal, is it? Because I would have to
It's-
disown you as a friend if you have fatal.
It's
No.
called Ever Wonder Where Half Elves Come From?
No. There's an actual book that they made about like sex and seducing people, and like sex in the realms or something like that.
It's like the tome of erotic something or other. Isn't it?
Yeah, the tome. Yeah, exactly.
The
So-
tome for dungeon daddies.
It is not the tome for Dungeon Daddies. But yeah, no, it's a real thing. Anywho. Alrighty. Okay, I have everyone's aspirations. Some of them are better than others. I'm looking at you, Bo.
I'm so curious.
Yeah, what are y'all gonna do? It's been quite the couple of days. You've got at least like a day and a half. It's Thursday. You've got a day and a half before the shindig. Roughly. Alan, you're expecting a call from a friend.
Okay.
Ominous.
Fireman. Fireman. But that is for later this afternoon. So it is still morning as far as I can tell. Everyone's been naked or violating a room and making Millhouse's life unfortunate. Poor Millhouse.
Poor Millhouse.
So yeah, you have a lot of new information. What are y'all gonna do with it?
Sage still wants to track down the illusion guy. And the last she saw, he was at the dad's office. So I'm intrigued to go kind of stalk that out a little bit.
Yeah, what was his name?
Holo.
Holo, that's right.
Like
Oh, yeah.
you know, like YOLO, only.
I
with
want to know
Holo.
his real name.
I mean, you don't know his real name.
I know, that's what I need to find out.
Oh, okay, that's okay. You could. I mean, do you want to go down to the offices and just like
Little
try and
hat
break
on,
in?
face-
Are we
no,
doing
no,
a heist?
I was gonna, stalk it out a little bit before I went that far. But I mean, we could go that far if we wanted.
I think somebody wants to do a heist.
I'm
Look,
for a
I
heist.
just want to.
That sounds more like a kidnapping.
Look, he fucked with my
Yeah.
mind, and I don't like it. So
That's fair.
Potato.
I mean, I'm not opposed to a kidnapping. I'm just saying, call it what it is.
Bless.
We're quickly turning into the bad guys.
Well, the trick to kidnapping, you want to have a very roomy vehicle, and you want to make sure that you got at least one person on point. Now, when you get them, you don't make your demands right away. What's everybody looking at?
The whole room stops to stare. That's fair. So yeah. So I mean, Sage, convince your fellow party members that you should go kidnap this person.
I mean, I'm just saying, guys, that guy, we saw him in the video footage. He's clearly working with your dad. We could get even more info if we get this guy. Because old Paperboy was not much help. He seems more like a side piece.
Well,
You sure you don't mean sidekick?
Nope, I
Yeah,
said what I said.
piece.
Okay.
I said what I said.
nice. Well, Stick would Finley potentially know of his dad's potential hideouts and other
You said it was
areas?
his main office.
I mean, it was his main office. That's where
I
you
know
saw
where
him.
I know where his main office is, but like,
Yeah.
would I know like of any other potential stash houses or something like that?
I mean, you have a general idea of his holdings. Like he's got like some apartments, downtown. He's got some townhouses here and there. He's got a warehouse down at the docks. I mean, because you know what your dad's, not all of his finances, but you have a general idea because he was kind of grooming you to take over the business eventually. But yeah, it was down at his office. Is where the video was coming from. That when Paige went looking, the call was coming from inside the house.
Let's see. Then I would just probably recommend like going to the office is probably there's a lot of people around there, a lot more security. Maybe we can try to go to like one of his like off-site areas, like he's got a warehouse at the docks. He's got a bunch of apartment complexes that we can kind of look at that are kind of could be considered shady. Maybe he's holding up, over there for his guys. Maybe we can try to do something there.
I'm concerned. So we're making plans, but I don't know. Do we have like what are we trying to get? I mean, what information do we need?
I mean, he's got. There's something sketchy going on, at least with his corporation. If they have video footage of the space station crashing, and there was a mysterious glowing figure that shot into space, maybe from around the planet, that crashed it, and that seems like information the public, has a right to know because they've been keeping it hush hush that they don't know why this International Space Station fell from the sky.
Right. So my question is, as someone who I don't feel like we're not besties, but I feel like I know you as a person on some level. Have you not already posted that to YouTube?
Look, it's on the agenda. I have access, but I wanted to be able to see if there was anything else I could get before they locked down the systems because they found out I was in there. Oh, it's going to be released. Have no doubt. But I want to see what else I can get before then.
Stick on the videos you showed us. Did we see any of their faces?
I didn't actually show the video. I just told about it.
Oh, I see. So we know you. Okay. Miss Sage, you said you got some kind of video thing of these guys. I mean, can you see their faces?
You can't. It's a glowing figure. Oh yeah, there was one more video I didn't tell you about, and I guess I'll show that one. And I'll pull up the video of the actual the weird body, in the morgue and the panic.
Oh,
and you'll describe that to them because I don't really
if
remember.
If I didn't know you had that, I wouldn't have asked. But I thought you had told us. You had told us you had seen the video of Daddy and his henchmen sitting around.
Oh no! That we were all there for that.
Okay.
That happened in real time.
So if you got their faces, maybe they got driver's licenses or something. Maybe you use your, whatever with your computing stuff. Maybe you find out who they are.
Yes.
I tried that and it didn't work. Right, Stick? He wasn't in the database.
Who are you looking for?
I had done it with Paperboy. I didn't do it with Holo. Holo, whatever his name is.
Holo, like hologram.
Holo. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. No, Paperboy was not in there.
Hollow Man.
Could be. You did not try it for.
Oh. Well, yeah. I'll try it for him then, real quick, if I can.
I did roll to see if I would have that idea.
There you go.
That's why you always hide your face. What would I need to roll for that, Stick? Just hacking? Intelligence hacking?
Yes, intelligence hacking.
2 successes.
Woo!
Plus your does that include your mega intelligence?
I don't have mega intelligence. I hadn't
Oh, yeah,
decided on that or not
okay,
yet.
all right.
You need to do that.
So, you've got like a picture of him. Basically a screenshot from that. You run it through the publicly available databases. It turns back nothing. Like this person does not exist. Does not have like a passport. Does not seem to have a driver's license.
This only makes me angrier and more determined to find him.
Yes, I just wonder if we're worried about the wrong mystery. So, don't get me wrong. Hollow Boy, Hollow Man, Holo, I worry that we can't trust any of our senses on this.
I mean,
And
we could just kill him. That's fine too.
Oh, I'm actually more fine with that than kidnapping, believe it or not.
It's a lot easier.
No,
for sure.
if we're trying to get more information, I worry that kidnapping is possibly lower on the list of useful activities.
What do you suggest?
I suggest we play to your strengths. Hacking the shit out of whatever's going on.
I'm down. Let's do it. I feel like if I would need to stick to, I think it would help me to be closer to their systems to like dive into them.
Like proximity.
Yeah.
So you roll me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Intelligence plus computers.
Okay, good at that. 4 successes.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you're talking about getting into the Astor Industries.
Yes.
Okay. So you know that while you don't need to be closer to get into external facing systems, there may be internal only systems that you would not have access to unless you're on premises.
Yes. So I need to get inside to be able to get things that may not be available in the cloud, essentially.
Right. And let me just ask this question out loud, since we're already having this conversation out loud. Since we found out that Finley's phone was bugged, did we bother to check the rest of the physical space around us?
We did. I think we did,
Okay.
didn't we? Yeah, we did. I did a check for it.
Yeah, you did. Because I remember asking you once you went through my phone and everything to do that for me, and you're just like, "Here you go. You're clean."
Yeah, that's right.
You know, my old man said something to me before he passed. One of the things he said, if you're hunting somebody, use your eyes. So I think maybe I go down near the building or something and just look around. See if somebody comes, somebody goes, you know. But while you're doing all that, because I got to be honest with you, I don't know a lot about the computer stuff. I probably can't help with that, but I'm good at watching shit. I can stand for hours and watch something.
And
So
I
where's
just-
this? Where's this office at?
I'll let them know where the office is.
So the Astor building is downtown. It is in the center of kind of New York. He will give you the street address. It is a massive it's a 30-story. Well, it's not necessarily massive for New York, but it's a 30-story. Let me rephrase that statement.
I mean, it could be a whole city block, and that would be pretty massive.
Yeah, that would be fucking massive. But yeah, it's a 30-story high rise. Comes with its own helipad.
Perfect.
Well,
for
I'd like to
Finley.
use. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, I was just making a joke.
Oh, I was going to say, well, I'd like to use my resources at the New York Public Library to get all publicly available blueprints of this building.
That is actually remarkably easy. Are you going to go down to the library?
Yeah.
All right. Is anyone going with Al?
I'll go with Al.
Right. Yeah, so you can wander down and you can just get the floor plans that have been filed with the city. It's really not hard.
Yeah, done.
Check for subway access too.
Yep, I'm absolutely checking for all access
Sorry.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, all access and egress points here,
Yeah.
as well as looking for anything that might look like it. I kind of want to compare any renovations they might have filed to the original building.
So, do you have bureaucracy? Let me check.
I do not think I have that.
You do have intrusion though, and academics.
Mhm.
You can use intrusion. Roll an intelligence plus. So you can roll an intelligence plus intrusion, or you can try to do like a charisma plus etiquette to
I have a
worm
lot
your
of
way
intrusion.
into the librarian's heart and soul.
Yeah, well, I've been working over there, right? So I'm gonna, maybe we're going charm here, charm and etiquette.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, it's the same number either way. I'm moving on up here. So let's see. One success.
So you schmooze and chat your way, and eventually, the junior librarian there who is enamored with your accent, kind of like, oh well, let me help you, and she makes her way down and leads you to the archives and flirts with you a bit, and starts sorting through and pulling things for you, and she pulls a lot of renovations that have occurred. One thing you notice is the building has a basement, and apparently that basement has been expanded over the years. There have been renovations to like conference rooms that are now just wide open spaces. They're not really designated for what they're for, but like there are certain floors where it used to be obviously like cubicle style office space with individual things like partitioned out, and now it's just like an open floor. So yeah, there have been a lot of renovations over the years. One thing you notice, and she points out, is that the building has been structurally reinforced to handle, in theory, earthquakes.
Well, that is concerning.
Earthquakes in New York City. Interesting.
Yeah, that makes me wonder, do they know of somebody with enough, say, superpower in that area to cause a ruckus?
That's an excellent question.
Or was this building possibly reinforced before the incident?
It was reinforced before the incident. If you look at the dates.
That's it then.
It was definitely reinforced before the incident.
I think that might be useful for whenever you decide to take this folio public, Sage.
We'll file that away into need to know.
Yeah, so I take all this information and I scan it and digitize it, take any physical copies I can.
All right. You can make copies, like they've got like a wide format printer.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah. And then the plan is just kind of show what we've seen on these blueprints to everybody, especially once we get more info back from Benny, and see what we do.
Hey guys. Yeah. All right. And Benny is going to go downtown and stake out the place. What are Brad and Finley doing, real quick? Before we get to
I was gonna take Benny to the office area and show him like where the main entrance is at. Show him where my dad enters in through the, I assume there's like an underground garage, or maybe he like flies in or something like that. I'll let you.
He tends to fly in on his chopper. Because
Then
what's the
I'll-
point of having a helipad if you can't fly in on your chopper?
Yeah. So like I'll probably like give it like go down there with him, and like I'll probably put like a hoodie on and stuff like that, try to disguise myself a little bit better for any onlookers. But I would like go out there with them, give him a description of what the helicopter looked like, of what some of his vehicles looks like when he decides to drive in, and just do all that for him.
Yeah, we'll take a cab down there though.
You don't want Millhouse to drive you? Yes. Very good.
No, I think
Probably not him.
your dad knows all the cars you got and shit. So maybe I don't know. Maybe he knows when you go someplace. Cab is safer. Very
agree.
what do
How
you
many
call
times
Hieronymus?
have those words been uttered?
A New York cab is statistically the safest place to go.
Perfectly safe. Yeah, Millhouse will call you a cab. Excellent, sir.
No, we'll flag a cab on the street.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Be as least conspicuous as we can.
Hmm. Yeah,
That's
all right.
fair.
we'll go back to Benny's on the way first, and he'll change out of his suit and change into a hooded tracksuit or something.
A velvet tracksuit?
Fantastic.
I really like that suit. It's undercover work. This is better. I got my match though, in case I gotta wear it. I'm ready. They won't know who I am.
The mask is a very important part of this.
It's like the Lone Ranger.
Yeah, he is.
So yeah, we'll get down there and we'll stake out the joint and see what happens.
All right. Fantastic. So Finley shows you around.
And on
Finley,
the way over there, I will shove my
sneaky
hand
enough
down Finley's pants.
Ah, Jesus!
Aspiration obtained.
Aspiration achieved.
I'm kidding.
Little trophy appears in the corner.
Extra life.
I was thinking more like the Xbox Ding, the achievement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Ding.
similar. All right.
So yeah, I guess Benny is not intelligent, but he is reasonably cunning when it comes to planning, to do no good. So, just kind of walk around, look at the perimeter of the place, make a note of armed guards. Is there an underground parking garage? That kind of thing to see who's coming and going. Just get a feel for it.
Gotcha. Give me a roll for how sneaky y'all are being.
What kind of roll would that be? Is it strength related?
It is not strength related.
That's too bad.
It would be
Wits and stealth, perhaps?
It would be stealth.
Stealth and Dex, or
Yep, stealth and dex. Always roll your attribute to go with it.
2 successes since I have a Mega Dex.
Okay.
Ooh. 1 success. I do not have any negatives.
All right. I mean, you think you're being fairly stealthy. You're trying to blend in, and you seem to be achieving that for the most part. So, yeah, you think you're fine.
We think we're fine.
Are y'all trying to go inside the building or just putter around outside?
No, not even terribly close to it, if possible.
Okay, I mean you could do it like from across the street. There are a couple. There's a loading dock in the back that has.
Is there in fact an underground parking?
There is underground parking. There's a loading dock in the back. So there's an underground parking garage on the front of the building, or the entrance to it is on the front of the building, and it's got a gate. And then there is the down from it a bit is the main entrance with the big Astor Industries statue / like symbol out front. I'll let you come up with what that is. And then around the back, after you wander around it, you see at least one delivery truck, come in and turn down a side street. And you can see from a vantage point, you can see the where it seems to turn in toward the building. So.
And how far away is the nearest subway stop?
Probably a block and a half.
Okay. So what's it like growing up rich? I guess it's pretty good, huh?
Kinda, not really. I guess, everything was provided for me. I never had to, worry about, money or not wanting something that I couldn't get. But, it comes with a lot of pressure to be, to do well and to not make an embarrassment and, always have to be prim and proper in front of everybody. And
this is truly
a lot of ass kissing.
Truly a sad.
I can imagine what that'd be like. It was much the same for me, except we didn't have no money. But it's all about expectations. Right?
It's definitely, I'm not a fan of the lifestyle, and part of the reason why Dad and I don't get along very well is because I kind of rebelled a little bit and not really wanting to get into the shady family business.
Yeah,
even though there was money.
I mean, that's fair.
Money's important, but it's not everything.
That is very true, and I've learned that from my time of seeing a lot of people that do have a lot of money and still aren't very happy and just still lead very sad lives.
Yeah.
What specifically are you two looking for? Are you just scoping out the building?
I am just trying to get a feel for it so that, because I have a suspicion I'm going to be here at some point to do something else. So kind
Like
of
B&E?
looking where, whatever. Things like, get a sense for how high the building is, get a sense for how strong the windows are, get a sense for what parts of the building are readily visible from the street and what aren't, and looking for cameras, looking for security, just that kind of thing. I just should the time arise, and that day may never come, I just want to be not at a penalty for knowing my way around.
That's fair.
And then hopefully this hollow guy will drive in or out in his convertible and we'll spot him and, do a snatch and grab.
What about you, Finley?
I'm just going to just not teach him, but tell him about all the kind of ins and outs of the area, of the information that I know anyway, of the ongoings of the business and the building and the surrounding area, and why we're kind of walking and talking. I'm kind of looking around to see if if I'm noticing anything, somebody's watching us or something like that, or getting that feeling like that, or just kind of pretty much walking, always looking over my shoulder type of thing in this area.
I mean, you can give me
kid, let me stop you there. Quit looking over your shoulder. People see you do that, they think you're up to something. Use the reflections in the glass
He's so good. He's so good at this.
Like, okay. Then I'll start doing that, so I'm not making it as obvious that I'm looking around. Thank you, Benny.
No
That's also
problem.
a real life skill, by the way. Um,
Oh yes.
by the way, if you ever want to watch a show that actually depicts how to do surveillance and counter surveillance, Burn Notice, surprisingly true to life.
Hmm.
So at least the first couple of seasons.
And technically, every single season, the exact same thing. Like just repetitive storyline over and over and over again.
Yeah.
That could be a lot of shows.
Yeah, that's most shows. Let's see.
I have an appointment to see the Fireman today.
You do have an appointment to see the Fireman.
Well, they call him the Fireman. That's what his name.
You need some singles, or you
some fiery singles.
hot singles in your area.
Literally
Not in my area.
on fire.
That's why I'm moving.
God, that's fair.
Yeah, if you're moving that close to Death Valley, there will be plenty of hot singles.
I don't think it's very close to that valley, but
It's like the one county over, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's a California county. They're bigger than regular counties, right? That's what I'm telling myself. Yes, you do. So you're just kind of hanging out at the loft, waiting on that.
Yeah, I
Waiting on
guess.
your call. Okay, I mean that's fine. Take some time yourself. Treat yourself. Millhouse is like, so do you require anything? A Pepsi, a Coke, steak?
What time of day is it?
inoculations of some kind.
What time of day is it?
So everyone left around 11-ish, like before noon. So at this point, it's been a couple hours. It's creeping toward 1 o'clock. You receive a text message that says meet at 2 at a particular cafe / bookstore that is out of the way downtown.
Okay. I will thank Millhouse anyway, but I will get up and head on in that direction and find a place to stop to eat on the way. Because usually what happens is if I stop anywhere for more than 10 minutes, I'm attacked by a villain. So I'll do that first and see what happens. And
It's not
if nothing happens,
entirely
I'll go
true.
on to the fire.
Well, you stop and grab a sandwich, and the sandwich tries to attack you. The sandwich was a mimic.
The whole time.
It's a mimic.
We had the same thought. Love
The
that.
sandwich was a mimic. Which, by the way, brief aside, the D&D movie is fan-fucking-tastic.
It's so good.
No notes.
I went and saw it, and I loved it.
10 of 10, went and saw it myself, then took my 76-year-old mother to see it because she wanted to see it.
It was so good.
So, yeah, 10 of 10, no notes.
The most accurate part of that movie was the barbarian woman just Jonathan. But the barbarian woman being absolutely unashamedly attracted to short kings.
Yep, that's true. Highly recommend you go see it if you haven't. All right, so
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
So you have Instagram, by the way, in case you haven't followed it.
Oh my god.
Oh Jesus, we have to have a whole discussion with this about that after the game. So no, your sandwich does not attack you. I'm assuming you're in plain clothes and you're not wearing your uniform. Looks at you askance the entire time. Did we lose someone or did we gain someone?
It popped right back in, whoever it was.
Oh, okay. That was weird.
No, for once you were not assaulted, attacked, accosted, etc. You're just another face in the crowd right now. Except for the fact, roll me a awareness plus perception.
It's gonna be
May.
Really?
Yeah. All that I do.
May the 4th be with you.
3.
So as you walk, like you are catching some eyes. Like people, you swear at least at one point, you hear a couple of construction workers whistle at you and catcall you.
Okay. Well, I'll look in their direction and wink at them. Are any of them good looking?
I mean, yeah, they got that strong
almost
man
married
hotness
man.
going on. Yeah, they got that strong man hotness.
Damn,
Just
their
because Hank's
relationship's
not
going
here.
rut.
Hank is very open-minded.
We know. We saw the room.
Or rather, the remnants of the room.
Exactly.
Let's see. Are any of them good looking enough for me to get into mischief, or should I just go on to meet Fireman?
Give me call high or low.
Hi.
Damn, son. One of them is just like he's standing there. He's working. He sees you. He takes his hard hat off and wipes his brow, and then
Sweat glistens on his.
takes his shirt off in the middle of the street, and just does a little flex. He's got like rock hard, like a 6-pack, rippling muscles. His teeth are basically like reflecting sunlight. They're so white.
I've seen a lot of construction workers, and none of them.
That's why they call this a fantasy game.
Yeah, I will try to make sure they're not actually filming a Diet Pepsi commercial or something.
They are not. This guy's just incredibly hot.
Okay.
This guy's a 13 out of 10 on the hotness scale.
All right. And he's not doing anything construction at the moment.
It looks like he's about to take his lunch break.
Yeah, he is.
He's gonna have a bite.
How about that sausage?
Well, I'm kind of trying to figure this out. And I know that I've figured out by this point that there's something, just weird about it. So I will look at him and give him my best come hither look and see if I can activate this deliberately.
All right, roll your was it appearance? It's appearance, right? Yep. Roll your appearance.
Where did Bruce go?
He's out sick today, but if you must know, but if you're actually asking, otherwise, he's doing EMT things. Who's to say?
Yeah, the appearance plus what?
Appearance plus style. If you've got it.
I do.
0 successes.
I got no successes, but do I get auto successes for activating?
You do get an auto success for your mega appearance. What is your enhancement? Which one is it? The
Yes. Now, if you want to rule that a failed roll is still a failed roll, that's your call. I think the book is unclear on that. One qualm to get 3 auto successes on seduction or persuasion.
So he you catch his eye, and he picks up his little lunch pail, his little construction lunch pail, and wanders over the fence that's separating the construction area from the street you're walking on, and gives a little wink and a wave, and is like, "Hey, you come by here often?"
We're going to Are we going to keep going, or do you want to call it there?
We're gonna call it there. That's a good spot.
stopping place.
Yeah, that's a good spot, and I want to give Sage a chance to come back and be paranoid. God bless her heart.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a call and be like, disconnect from here so you can,
So
this is quite hilarious. God, I love Brooke.
fantastic. All right, so we'll call it for the night there.
Good session.
I'm glad someone decided to go back to the scene of the crime. It was the criminal, but that's fine.
Hey, it's what Benny would have done. So
it fits.